people, right, are put in a room, button, and they have to converse with one another. But at any time, or very least, as soon as the button turns red, this person or that person, either one of them can choose to press it. And whoever presses it is safe, but the other person gets kicked off and replaced with another person. But yeah, that's basically the system. And that other person could kick them off too. Basically, if they last, I think, like 10 minutes or something like that, their next date gets covered free. They get a second date and it's covered by these guys. The cut people. Should be savage. Oh, also the box talks. It tries to get them to say shit. It may or may not screw them over.
I haven't had sex for a really long time. Sex isn't really a big deal for me. And
Not a big deal.
I understand.
It's not a big deal for me. She's just like, well, I want to get my coochie ate. Alright? I ain't about it. It ain't a big deal. Screw you. She said that so vindictively, too. Like, not a big deal. How dare you? She was like, how dare you insinuate you ain't gonna have sex with me? How dare you? You were so attractive. I was all in. It's like when a simp, right? It's like, what? Pokimane didn't stream today? How dare she? That bitch. How dare she? I doubt that's what was going through her mind, but it was oddly vindictive. Alright, go. Sudden death, go! No, I'm just kidding.
Why don't you guess?
Jesse, you seem nervous.
Why are you nervous? What did he even ask? Did he ask, how are you? How old? Okay. Don't. Why you act? You cannot act nervous about that. Just say, I am this age. Hell, lie! Well, actually, the box will probably expose you, but just say it. Like, you can't be afraid to say it. If you say it like, oh, I'm this age, it makes the other person less uncomfortable. When you say this like this, you've already lost. Your button about to get hit. Frame one.
When was the last time you were both in a serious relationship?
Never.
7 or 8 months ago now. How about you?
No.
It's a long time.
Not that
Probably
long.
2013. Find someone.
How you gonna say? Wait, hold on. How you gonna say it's a long time ago for 7 months? Meanwhile, you have 7 years. When was this made? That was 7 years ago. Yo.
With staying power.
No offense. I'm sorry.
You didn't have to say all that. You could have said 2013. But it's like I just haven't been interested for a while. I was taking some time off, working on my own self. Never mind the fact that saying 7 years also exposes how old you are. She said that her last serious relationship was 7 years ago. Now, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. And say her last serious relationship. Well, serious relationship, I'm going to assume that lasted like 2-3 years, right? Let's say she got in this relationship at 13. She got out of it at... Well, actually, no, let's go. She got into it at 16. She got out of it at 19, right? That makes her at least 26. And that's assuming she got into it in her teenage years. We could be talking 20, makes her 27. Be 25, makes her in her 30s. You should have just told him the age, right? That seems like such an obvious choice. Like, just be like, yo, I'm this age. I mean, some people just be eliminating people just because they're just like, you know, I don't vibe with you. Which ultimately would probably be why if I was on this show, I'd be horrible. I'd just be like, don't vibe, bye, golly.
Had a great date.
Sorry, Jesse.
You could have at least said, like, I was working on myself in the time being. She just said, oh, it's because I've just been struggling. That's not a good impression. This guy's just like, dang, this person
This is
sucks.
brutal. I'm an asshole.
Hello,
Hi,
my name's
Hi.
Mikey.
Caden.
Nice to meet you. So this
What was
thing
his
can
name?
talk to us.
Oh, is that a Junji Ito shirt? This
When
guy
was the
has
last
culture.
time you both cried?
Honestly, not for.
What a weird question. Yesterday. This guy's tall, by the way. Or maybe the other guy's just short.
I hope that cry comes for you.
You are
What?
released.
What was the reason? Mikey, that's his name. Okay. It's the Junji Ito shirt. It probably turned him off. He's like, sounds like GLaDOS and this worries me. Don't worry about it. They'll be okay. No, when the button's pressed, they just leave. Anyways, they get some free cake at the end.
Why did you reject them?
Yeah, why did you, huh?
No sparks.
He asked one question. You can't get us. Sparks don't always come immediately. You can at least wait till the second round to be like, oh yeah, I ain't fucking with this guy. Come on, man. You know, you could also just attribute that to the question they asked. It was terrible. When was the last time you cried? Like, damn, way to kill the mood instantly. Are we just skipping through it, right?
Happy birthday. Thank you so much.
Damn! Y'all look some cold ass. Did you see that? They both reached for the button, but he was just a little bit faster. They both tried to kill each. Yo, he said like, bang, die. Shine, how you look somebody in the eye that you just talked with, and they both try to eliminate each other? That's hands after this. Nah.
Carter.
Nice to meet you,
Nice to meet
Carter.
you. Alright, cool. What's poppin'?
What barista?
At Olive Garden.
Dude, lit. You get free breadsticks, though.
Dude,
You
lit.
don't get free
You get
breadsticks.
free
Okay,
breadsticks though, bro.
That's fair.
The second she saw it queeling, I knew he was gonna say that because she's too laid back, you know. She's just like, yeah, man, that's that bro energy. You can't. It takes a very specific person to hook up with that bro energy, you know. I would have pressed the button, but I wouldn't have taken. I wouldn't have been like this. You could tell he was vibing, but not in the way like that way, you know. He's just like, I don't want to press it. So she should have known from Jump Street if he was going like, I'd have just been like, bang, suck it. You ain't gonna press that shit on me. Let's go. I'm a winner. I'm a quickest hand in the West. Oh, actually, she did hit it fast. Let's go.
If you're into me, I'm into you. Are we
See?
vibing buttons?
She's vibing. She's vibing. Give me a look. Oh my god. Don't kiss that nasty ass. Man. But see, that's what I'm saying. She's the chill out type of person. Those kind of people can get along with anybody. But doesn't necessarily mean that everybody is looking for that kind of person. I wouldn't mind. And she got nice hair.
I'm Jane.
Nice to meet you.
And
How's your
Jane.
day going?
Oh.
It's going.
She's already bending in. You know when somebody's like this?
How's yours?
Yo, this is.
It's good now.
They're vibing. They're vibing. Yo, that was smooth. Get him, Carter.
Cause I'm trying to like make a brand for myself. Cause
They were vibing for a second. Maybe. She's very. She looks like she's very nice on the outside. I'm not entirely sure if that reflects on the inside. But I felt something. A change in the winds. Like she might press the button. I know this person probably won't. The only reason they didn't press the button, they pressed the button the first time was because he was going to press it. The other guy. That's basically what it came down to. Here it's like I don't know. I feel like something
maybe
changed.
like you watch like Cartoon Network at all or anything?
Oh yeah, absolutely. In the 2000s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, they're still vibing. They're still vibing. They're still vibing. Okay. She's nice on the inside because that smile is what's making me think otherwise. They're still vibing. We're in here.
Clown right there.
Oh, I like it. Like,
She has one too. I can see it. I noticed.
I'm,
See?
like, serious about color blocking
Wait.
on my
No.
body, so-
Whoa. Oh, her hand's moving. She's hitting. Look at this. She's hitting. Oh, I don't like that. Clowns? Creepy. But look. Right here. She got one. That could have been a good thing.
On my body, so
Look at her hand.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
They were vibing, and she didn't want to do it at first, but then she was like, clowns, I ain't into that. I ain't feeling it. I felt the change in the wind earlier, but I figured she was gonna do that. I figured.
Why did you reject Carter?
Yeah, I like that. Still there.
I can see us being like really good friends, but like I can't like see like a romantic relationship.
That's that person's problem. They're vibing too much and there's too much vibe and not enough. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have that. It's gotta feel like, you know, there's gotta be at least some sort of romantic attachment. Well, let's say romantic because it doesn't necessarily have to be sexual, right? Just gotta be a romantic attachment between these two people, and like as the longer they go on, they're vibing. They vibe like crazy, but the problem is that there's nothing else to go off of. They got pretty far. It was a good one. Yeah, it was a good one. They were doing all right. It wasn't like those other people were just beeping left and right earlier.
Hey, I'm Scott. Cheers.
Oh, Scott.
I love your lashes.
Thank you.
The benefit that this chick has is that she's super duper attractive. So I don't feel like this nigga is gonna just press this button immediately. Unless he's a savage. I don't see him pressing this button. He's gonna try and stay as long as he wants. Meanwhile, she's on this. She's like, I'll try to vibe with you, but if I don't feel anything, I'm gonna press it. That's the energy I get from her. She's nice, but not to the point where she'll give you a chance. But she will press it eventually. if he's like, I just want to stay here all day, I want to be with you, he's already lost. He's already lost. But because if he does something that messes up, she won't wait. She won't hesitate.
Has ADD.
Oh my god, homie, I got ADHD too. Why you gotta bring it up like that though? You can't just be dropping people's disabilities without asking. Maybe he said it was okay behind the box.
You have ADD?
I do.
Me too.
What?
Oh, word! We're vibing! Let's go! Let's go. This is a good room. I like this couple. Let's go. Y'all better hook up. I swear to God. They're high-fiving already. They ain't pressing that button unless this nigga... I'm so hyped now. Unless this man suddenly... This high five just... he just goes straight down and just curves the hell out of her. Out of nowhere. Which I doubt. Oh, they broke the box.
I don't know. What's your experience? I know with ADD, for me, it feels like everything.
Instant vibe. She might be lying. Don't fall for a trap. She could be, but it's the same thing about ADHD or autism or anything like that. It's an invisible disability, and a lot of people who have it don't necessarily outwardly show it. I don't really see any reason why she would lie about that, though. That's the thing. That's the only thing. Like, you wouldn't just say, me too. More often than not, people who don't know about these kinds of things, they'll be like, the first question will be like, wow, what is this? She tried to press the button with her elbow. Maybe. You know, maybe. It could have also been an accident. Because you got to remember, these two are both ADHD. They're both ADD. They will probably... Things like that happen, okay? Okay, alright? We can't prove any of that, alright? This is all circumstantial evidence. If she wanted to press the button, she would have pressed the button. I don't think she would have held back just because he has ADD. Like, you know, the vibe I'm getting is that was unintentional. That's the way I'm analyzing it.
Things like moving through my head a million miles an hour.
Yep. You see, she understands. They're not pressing the button either. See? Ah, damn you! Never mind, you villain! You villain!
Why did you...
Damn it, you were right, Pimental. You were right. He's a villain. Why did you reject him?
He's really cute, but like, I don't want to talk about like my ADD.
You know what? Fair enough. I was also thinking that for a second. I was just like, this discussion's gonna... Directing it towards ADD was the problem. But if you didn't want to talk... Real shit, though. If you didn't want to talk about ADD, you could have just directed the conversation elsewhere. You could have been like... Wait, what did she even ask? Let me...
I don't know. What's your experience? I know with ADD,
That was his fault. That was his fault. You shouldn't have asked, I don't know what your experience is. Because if you're both doing it, your experience is more or less the same. You gotta, not the same is what I'm saying, but like if you both have it, you understand. It's not like with some random stranger, just a normal person. They usually ask about these sorts of things, and you end up discussing it for a long time, and I can see why a person would be annoyed by that. I'm annoyed by it. I don't always want to explain how it all works. It's quite annoying that I can't just be treated as a person. The fact that this conversation went in that direction, that was his mistake when he asked that. Because he could have been like, ADHD, high five, he had the good vibes, and he decided to go straight into psychological talk. I take back calling her a villain. She has a point. I don't want to talk about it all day. I understand. In fact, I might have made the same mistake, honestly. The problem is that the button set them up for failure, and he made the mistake. I've learned now. Memorize this. If I ever run into another ADHD person who's just like super duper sexy, gotta make sure to not necessarily talk about it unless they're willing to, you know? Unless they're like, yo, what's going on? See, I'm not about to question it. My initial analysis, by the way, was right. By the way, I will keep that in mind. I was right about this. The second this nigga slipped up, she would be willing to press in a second. Meanwhile, he, on the other hand, you could tell he's enraptured. Look at his eyes, they're twinkling. He's never gonna press this button. He's too emotionally attached. He's seeing beauty, he's seeing grace, he's seeing himself in her. He's not gonna press this button. He never was. From the second he set up there, he was like, I don't want to press the button because I want to get in them guts. Okay? He would have to be a savage to have pressed this button with her sitting on the other side.
I don't want to talk about like my ADD and stuff with like someone else.
It's true. It's a bit of a sensitive topic. In fact, the fact that this button brought it up to begin with, it's pretty fucked up. But to be fair, like the person who said that, brought up that question, knew that both of these people had ADD. So in some regard, picking that was a good idea, but it was also a stumbling block. It could have been a situation where it made things stronger, which it did for a second, but then it can also be a tripping point. Relationship stuff is so intricate.
Is this like make me kind of a bitch?
Yes, but it's okay.
My name's Mikey.
That was the guy from earlier.
Okay, no.
Mikey again?
Yeah, I like that.
Ah, these are all the people from earlier. She came back and killed them again.
This is hard.
Murder.
Hi. Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
Oh.
How are you?
Good.
Oh my god, I love your glasses. I love your earrings.
Ah.
Uh-oh. You can already tell by the energy off the bat. They're already... I feel it.
When was your
Last year's
serious
relationship.
And I ended up like having to separate myself from my entire friend group and like kind of restart.
She's looking at the button.
Yeah.
You see? She's looking. She's looking.
2.5
Oh, okay. She's giving a chance. She's giving a chance. This person's interesting.
each other.
Do you like to dance?
absolutely.
This is pivotal. This is pivotal. Well, she's a jazz man. She likes it.
I fucking love dancing.
Hell yeah, we're
About
about
to
to go on the
say.
weekend.
Okay. This is good.
Let's see a dance.
A dance move.
Can we have music?
La 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 la. This seems to be going well.
It does seem to be going well.
Are you attracted to Jane?
I am, yeah.
Look, okay, that's a sweet question. If anybody ever asks, are you attracted to you, or who the prettiest person is, or this, that, and the other, just say them. It's the easiest way. Trying to swerve around and be honest, even if it's a lie. Even if you do think somebody else is more attractive than them, just say them. It's the easiest way to get this stuff to go. I make that mistake all the time because I'm too damn honest. I'm too frank. I don't care. I would be like, yeah, you're up there. I wouldn't necessarily, if I'm being real honest, I'm not necessarily saying you're the most attractive, but just other traits that put you higher on there. Physically, if you want me to be objective, that's a problem. I think too much about it. But really, all you have to say is just like, it's free. I mean, it's cheesy, but it's free. I mean, I'm not personally attracted to Jane. And stare deeply into each other's eyes. The hell? I mean, if she sees it in her, that's it. This is they're vibing. I already felt the spark from get-go. They were already like... The biggest piece of advice I can tell you as somebody who's never been in a relationship but has watched a lot of people and have been analytic about this for years. I've been like figuring shit out as I go. And who's been been flirting a lot, watched people, helped people in relationships, that kind of stuff. A little bit of an advice I can give you is just play it cool, alright? Don't worry yourself. It's actually funny, I was thinking about some stuff earlier. Like, don't feel the need to put yourself out too much. Not to say don't open yourself up to that person. Of course. But I'm just saying you don't ever really necessarily have to be like, oh, I really like you, I want to be in a relationship. You don't have to confess. Confession is a trap. It's a lie. It's a fake. It's the equivalent of like if you're on a fighting game, right? And your opponent is over here and you're here. It's like you're running all the way over there while they're just sitting there waiting. That's a mistake. You gotta play the neutral. You gotta flirt. You know, you gotta do that in between. I'm gonna talk to you. We'll get to know each other better. We're gonna chill together. And if there's a spark, we'll act on it. When you see the opening, then you act. Do not just try to run in without anything. Just because, oh, I feel these feelings. So therefore, I can make it happen if I just tell her outright. That only works if she already felt feelings for you and you just couldn't tell it. Or, yeah. And you just couldn't tell. That's my sagely advice. Take your time. Do not worry about it. And you know what? Also, be willing to let go of your earthly attachments. In this situation, you gotta understand it might not work out just because you want it to. That's another piece of sagely advice I'll tell you right now. Just because something you want it to work out doesn't necessarily mean it will. So keep an open mind and be willing to let go. But again, still try to pursue. I'm not saying don't. Just keep that in mind. See?
Beautiful, like,
See that? They were already doing that like whispered voice. They were already instantaneously attracted to one another. That I could see immediately. They were whispering and shit. The energy was already there. It's like, oh shit. This the one. That in the video is almost over.
Wait, give us like 10 more seconds.
Congratulations, you have won the button.
On the button.
See this? The button on this game show it's not about trying to make it work with every single person. It's about just eliminating until you get somebody. It's like swiping left on Tinder, except you get to see the person instantaneously, and there's a robot talking for some reason. That's basically what it comes down to. You're swiping left. Except instead of it being based solely on it, you have like a face-to-face experience. Honestly, I feel like it's speed dating, really. But like, I feel like, it's speed dating, but you get to choose when you want to move on. You know that, and you gotta have fast hands. For this, you can't even be waiting. Like if you're just like, I don't feel, just press. That's probably why a lot of these people just like eliminate immediately, right? Wait. Vibe.
Say I love you.
Hey, hold on, homie. Calling you sweet names. And she's not initiating. If you're not initiating that anyway, you didn't like, oh, I want to call you this. Why don't you make a name? Then you're good. If she did have her own volition, then that's a good thing. Another good thing to look out for, if she is initiating conversations with you, or like texting you without being prompted to, that's another good sign that that person vibes with you. That's just an advice for like, if you're vibing with friends or anything. It doesn't have to be for like a relationship. Just let things flow. They will probably work out. Just a bit of safely advice. This is gonna be my secret technique when I'm streaming. It's like somebody's like, I'm the love guru on the low. I'm just out here playing video games, acting like a normal person, watching shit, and then just BAM! Time to talk about love. Oh, somebody brought up the topic. Put on a fake beard. I'm just talking. Got the sitting back. Tell me how you feel, guys. What's your feel? How's your relationship going? How's that make you feel? Here's a little bit of advice from me to you. Just tell her how you feel, man. Get her some flowers. Don't necessarily have to do that. Again, sometimes like being so pushy about something like that, trying to have things work out immediately, comes off as too forward, and it alarms the other person. You never want to do that. Anyways, victory. I tried. Yeah, okay. That was never gonna work. These people just met each other, say I love you. Hell no. Look, unless you're gonna I can't mess up at this point. I've already won. I'm not gonna say that. Dame da ne. Dame yo. Dame nano yo. Anta na. Suki de. Suki sugite. どれだけ強いお酒でも揺がわない思い出がバカみたい